This week's edition of the Outdoor Icon Show, we're starting it off with Rob and Doc as they're explaining what's going on in the woods, and they'll give you tips that'll help you harvest that big buck. Also coming up in this Outdoor Icon Show, our chef Jeff Crystal is cooking up some wild game that's not only good, but good for you to eat. Stay tuned.
All right, Doc, we're in the time of the season where this is all you, buddy. And
this is pre-rut.
We came out here. What's going on right now in the woods that we should expect to see when we go hop up in our tree?
Well, I can tell you what's going on right now. A lot of deer activity. And
Yeah.
I just come out of Kentucky last week, 85, 90 degrees, thunderstorms, tornado warnings. It's just wrath of Doc kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was very tough hunting, but they still moved. The scent still worked great. We did a little rattling to boot.
Yeah.
So those conditions were at the worst, and these conditions are at the best with this front coming in. You know, the cold weather, the temperature's starting to dive down now, so now is a great time to be out in the woods. This next 2 weeks, it's going to explode, trust me.
Now, is that tied into a little bit with any of the moon phases or anything like that? Do you look at that much?
You know what? I've got records on the farm right here that show I've followed pretty much 10 does, their life cycle of when they fawned out, and I can show you all but 1 or 2 of them where they fawned out year to year within 2 to 3 days of each other.
Wow.
So tides, moons, Martians.
Who knows? Yeah.
You know what? I don't see it here.
Barometric pressure.
Let me put it that way. I don't see it here with what I've tracked.
Yeah.
So, but the bottom line is right now, your extreme heats, your devastators, your scrape invaders, man, you got to be cranking them out
How
right now.
How much are you going to use a grunt call or bleed or anything like that?
I do believe in the grunts, and any kind of communication is great, but make sure you're doing it right.
And now you tied it in a little bit of rattling. You got to try some rattling tonight.
Oh, yeah,
You're going out tonight, right?
Oh yeah, I'm heading out.
Good day to go out.
About an hour and a half, and again, you're still pre-rut, so like when I go out, I'm just going to be tinkling those horns together. You're not really thrashing them hard. You're just tinkling them. You're still sparring, setting up your mock scrapes, put your scrape invader in, get your drag rag or your scent trail set up with the Devastator 249, where the extreme heat works really well right now. And I'll tell you what, communication, whether it's scent or vocalization, you can't beat it right now. It's going. It's just starting to kick off right now.
Well, while we switch gears now, we have clothing hanging behind us here.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
On the clothesline.
That's
right.
right.
What are you doing with your camo out here?
Well, here's what I do, Rob. For myself, you know, you can go out and spend $200-300 in these scent-proof bags and all this stuff. I don't know what kind of budget you got,
people have,
but I'm much more to go out here and let Mother Nature put natural odors in this stuff than I am chemicals or anything else that's going. It's not totally natural.
Well, you get a little ozone too. Ozone actually kills.
Well, you'll notice,
smells and stuff.
You see, I've got under a pin oak, and I've also got the pines in the background, so that's going to absorb into these clothes. So you want to get them scent eliminated. You want to take care of your evade, get them scent eliminated with your human odors, and then you want to put in natural odors in your clothes. You know, there's all kinds of different sprays that you can do, and some of them, you know, we offer Acorn and some other things that work great, but still, Mother Nature knows best. And that's why anytime you get set up, folks, I use a trash bag, leaves, and put my clothes right in the, and not make sure that they're not wet leaves, because you're going to get mold and some other stuff setting up on them.
Well, this is all good information, all you know, that we can apply. Local area here stuff, you know, a lot of things happening in the woods. You know, we're going to shift gears. This Outdoor Icon Tip of the Week is brought to you by the Sportsman's Carrier ATV Lift. Doc, let's talk about scent elimination. What are some of the tactics we can have our viewers do to scent eliminate their bow, their clothing, what
equipment, your gear, everything you're taking in the woods with, you want to scent eliminate. And of course, we're using the Evade scent elimination. And most people are pretty educated, knowledgeable about the clothing and everything that they're doing, but they always forget about their bows, the quiver, the boots, the tree stands. And that's one thing, folks, you need to make sure that everything you take in that woods with you, you've got it scent eliminated. And I think that's the biggest mistake I see people overlooking, is the fact that, well, I've got my clothing and I've got my skin scent eliminated, but then there's their boots, their backpack, their calls, anything that you're taking in that woods with you, it needs to be scent eliminated. So I'll tell you what, folks, you follow those rules right there, it gets yourself a lot closer to bigger bucks coming up the pike.
Well, and that's your Outdoor Icon Tip of the Week, brought to you by the Sportsman's Carrier.
Hello, today we're getting ready for the Whitetails Unlimited outdoor dinner that we're going to do with wild game. Today I'm making a little bit of homemade dumplings. We're going to do a free-range chicken paprikash with homemade dumplings. We also have a little bit of smoked pheasant that we did. We're going to make a pasta with the brown butter sage sauce and the smoked pheasant. We have some elk that we're going to do elk francais with. We'll show you a couple recipes with that. We have a little bit of, we're making ostrich teriyaki, and also a little bit of ram that we're going to spin on the spit, ram leg, that we're going to marinate and turn on the spit. With the dumplings here, what we've done is we took a little bit of all-purpose flour, mixed them with eggs, a touch of salt and pepper, and we have a chicken stock that we're dipping them in and boiling the little dumplings. And we're getting all these done, and then what we'll do is make the paprikash sauce with a little bit of a cream sauce with a hint of sherry and some paprika, and then we'll do our free-range chickens. We'll roast them, season them up, roast them in the oven till they're done, and then we'll gently fold all the ingredients together. We are also going to show you, I have one of the favorites of the dinner this evening is always the breaded alligator that's been fried and marinated. We also have some frog legs. We're doing mussels arrabbiato. We're going to deep fry some calamari. Let's start the frog legs. These are our dancing frog legs. What we're going to do is take the center part out of the frog leg, and these are called frog legs. Are sold by the saddles. We just take them, then we've made a marinade with a little bit of Jeffrey seasoning crystals, buttermilk, and lemon juice. And we let those sit for a couple hours inside there. The buttermilk, the acid in there tenderizes the frog leg itself. And we've also, the other things we have here is a little bit of seasoned flour, a little bit of egg wash, and a little bit of panko crumbs with a little bit of basil, a touch of oregano, granulated garlic and onion, a little salt and pepper. So what you do is take the frog legs, dip them into your flour mixture, then into the egg wash, always keep one hand for the wet ingredients and one hand for the dry. Makes you from having hands that are thick with breading. So that's what you're going to end up with. Nice little frog leg like that. Then we're going to make a little bit of dipping sauce as we fry these. Now we're going to make a little spicy, a spicy mayonnaise-based dipping sauce for this. What we have is a great, you got to use a good brand mayonnaise. It's not this isn't an area you should skip on. If you use like a Hellmann's or something in that level of mayonnaise, we have a little bit of Asian spicy chili sauce. We're going to pour that in. We have a little bit of fresh garlic. We're going to put that in. A little bit of Worcestershire, touch of Tabasco, and of course, a little bit of Jeffrey seasoning crystals. Now we're going to take our frog legs, give them a quick fry. A little bit of the dipping sauce right in the center. And then we will Let the rest of these frog legs get a little crispy. That's all you got to do is just dip them in there. It's a quick fry. Make the sauce. It's a nice little appetizer you can do, or you can do them for a dinner entree.
This Outdoor Icon Show factoid is brought to you by DRS. Stay tuned, the Outdoor Icon will be right back.